As you can probably see, I'm here at the dollar store, and I have a question about the dollar store, and that is, when is the last time that you actually bought something at the dollar store that costed $1? When is the last time you've seen anything at the dollar store that costed $1? Usually it's much more than that. I know personally, when I go in here and pick up a few things, you know, couple of little small bags with several items in each one, maybe 3 or 4 items in each one, I get the checkout counter and they give the total, and it's $45, $50, $60 for 2 little plastic bags, not even full, at the dollar store. So it definitely shouldn't be called the dollar store anymore. It should be called the $20 store. If you agree with that, give this video a thumbs up. Let's rename this place to the $20 store instead of the dollar store, because nothing here that I've seen has been priced at $1. And it's getting much, much worse, it seems. It used to be the dollar store was the place that people looked at as where you could go get cheap things, you could save money. And you still can get cheap things, cheaply made things, but as far as saving money, that's a whole different topic right there, because you won't really save any money, because the prices here at the dollar store, from what I've seen, in my opinion, is about the same as what's at Walmart, and that is expensive. Everything is expensive, and that includes the dollar store or the $20 store. It is absolutely crazy. And like I said, you can still get cheap things, meaning cheap made, but not cheap in price. For example, I bought a fan here last year at the same dollar store last year. It was one of the floor fans that oscillated, that moves back and forth, and it has a base and it has a tube that comes up from the base. You have to put this thing together, but it was so shoddy made that the tube that came up from the base, I put that in, and then I put the head of the fan on top of that, and it had a screw mechanism that you would screw in here to tighten it up, right? So I put that all together, and I'm looking at this and I'm saying, this thing is made so shoddy. But I put the head on top of the metal shaft that comes up from the base, and I tightened the screw down with finger strength, finger tightened. And that metal, I guess it was metal, it felt more like thin aluminum foil, because just with that finger tightening, it actually bent. It bent that metal tube just doing this to that screw. That's how flimsy that thing was. And it was just like, it was just barely hanging on the top. And I used that for maybe 2 weeks, and it just like, I felt like it was going to fall off at any minute. But then, after about 2 weeks, the head of that thing, you know, you can adjust that, and it got so worn out, apparently, from not even being used, that it just fell down, and it wouldn't hold itself up no more. It just fell down. I mean, it was so shoddy. Another thing I bought here was some bathroom decor, and it was, I forgot what kind of price it was now, but it's like these wooden plaques that it goes into the bathroom. And they looked good when I bought those, and it wasn't about, I think about $9 or $10 by what it was. I think that it was. And it wasn't worth that much, because the so-called wood was about that thick. But that was fine, you know, because of the price. It wasn't bad. But I put it up in my bathroom at the house, and within 3 months, the decoration on that, the writing and the drawing on that, the paint job on that was faded, and you barely could even see what was on it. After a couple more months, completely gone. You couldn't even see what was on it, and there was no rubbing it. There was no nothing against it. It was just on the wall, and it just disappeared. I mean, very, very cheap crap as far as quality goes. Some of the stuff here's the same stuff in at Walmart. Walmart has a lot of crap also, but sometimes you'll get like the same brand, but if you look at the packaging, you'll get smaller packages. If you figure it up, you think you're getting a good deal, but you're paying for much smaller quality than you would at Walmart. So you're really paying about the same price, and not even more here at the dollar store usually. It is absolutely crazy. I have a list here of a few things that has went up at the dollar store in the last 12 months. Aluminum foil has increased by about 50 cents for one of the rolls. Greeting cards has went up 25 cents on average. Noodle packs has went up 25 cents over the last year. If you look at 25 cents, it was like $1.50, and now it's went up 25 cents. Still yet, if you look at that, that's quite a bit of increase as far as percentage-wise goes. That's about 15% increase. Just trying to figure in my head here, guys. Loaves of bread has went up about 25 cents since last year. Candles, 25 cents increase. Kitchen tools and utensils has went up about 25 cents. And most things about 25 cents is what it's went up. The reading glasses you can find in here, they have went up approximately 50 cents. Pet cure items has went up approximately $7 on most things, or so many different things, but on average about $7. And this is a big one right here, guys, and one you've probably noticed yourself. Frozen food items, they've went up about $3 to $5 on most things over the last year. So it's definitely getting more expensive to shop at the dollar store, and you're not getting any better quality, and you're getting a lot of smaller packages or shrinkflation. But I think they should name this place more accurately. It should be called the $20 store. I've told them in the dollar store before, when I went in here and bought things and it showed, the total amount at checkout has been $50, $60 for a couple little bags, little plastic bags. It is crazy. And they had they tried the self-checkouts here. I think they did that in most dollar stores. They had the self-checkouts, and I was told by the manager in this store actually that they had to stop that. They did it all over the county here, and probably other counties too. If it's the same in other counties, let me know. But they had these self-checkouts they put in, and they lasted about a year here. And they shut them down because they said that there was too much shoplifting, and they actually lost money because people was going through, not paying for the stuff at the dollar store and shoplifting, stealing. So they had to shut the self-checkouts down because people were doing that. Now, if you saw this in your town, your communities with these dollar stores, the same thing, where they had the self-checkouts and they shut these down now, let me know in the comments below. But that's the reason here, and people are stealing from the dollar store. I mean, that's how bad that the economy is. And plus, some people just like to steal. I mean, some people can't help themselves. It seems they have a mental illness or a disease that they have to feel like they're stealing something. But that's bad when you have to shut something like that down because there's so much theft and you actually lose money because of these self-checkouts. That's a lot of stealing over that year's time. A lot of stealing. That's thousands and thousands of dollars of stolen merchandise. And I think that she said like $28,000 out of this store here that was actually stolen through shoplifting. But the best they could tell with all the, they can tell because everything's done by computers and stuff, what they gave at wholesale, what they sell at retail, what they have on stock. They can pretty much tell exactly what was stolen. So $28,000 worth of stuff stolen out of this one dollar store here in about a year's time. That's a lot of thievery, it really is. I wonder how many people or repeat offenders came in here and stole stuff every week. I mean, it's bad. And stealing this crap, it's kind of sad that it's gotten that bad. I mean, if I was going to steal something, which I don't plan on it, but if I was going to, it would be something worth something. It wouldn't be dollar store crap. It would be something that was major bucks, major money. It wouldn't be a pack of bologna or ink pen or something like that I put in my pocket. It'd be something actually worth something. Why people risk getting caught, getting taken to jail, embarrassment, to steal something that's $15, $20 or even less? I mean, that's just crazy to me, but people do. And $28,000 came right out of this store right here. From shoplifting. But I want to know, when is the last time you saw something in the dollar store, or when you last time you bought something in the dollar store, or even saw something, like I said, that was $1? I can't think of anything in there that's $1. I'll have to go look one of these days and look really, really closely. I pay attention to the prices because I'm here at these dollar stores quite a bit because it's one of the closest stores to my house. But I need to look at every little thing and see if I can find something for $1. If you know of something in here that's $1, let me know in the comments below. But the vast majority of stuff, I guarantee, is way over $1 in the dollar store. So how can they keep calling this place the dollar store? It should be called the $10 store at least, and most likely, to be more accurate, it'd be called the $20 store. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think in the comments below with your experiences at the dollar store. Have you noticed the price increases? Have you noticed the quality is crap, in my opinion? Have you noticed the smaller packaging and you equal out the amount you get in these packages with somewhere else, and you actually pay more a lot of times at the dollar store than you will somewhere else for the same thing, for the same weight, for the same ounces of whatever you're buying? Have you noticed this? Crazy. Really crazy, guys, the way things are going with retail now. Retail's down. This store here gets a lot of business because it's the closest one here in my community, in my town. There's actually about 5 of these, I think, in this county I'm at right now. So that's a lot of dollar stores. You drive 10-mile dollar store, drive 10-mile dollar store. And it should be, like I said, a $20 store. If you agree, give me a thumbs up. You know what you agree with it being called the $20 store and the name changed. Crazy. Anyways, guys, it is hot in this truck right here. I didn't really have a video planned today. I just had the camera here and I stopped here and I was thinking, dollar store, it's loud. Why is this place still called the dollar store when there's nothing in the dollar in here? Anyways, your thoughts in the comments below. Appreciate y'all being here. And if you haven't checked out my Amazon page, you'll check it out in the link description box below in the first pinned comment. You'll see the stuff that I use, that I've bought over the years, I actually use and recommend. I'll put on that one page right there on Amazon where I can save you all money. You know, if I've tested it out, I've used it, and I found that it's good, then you know you can buy that and get something decent, something that actually works. Because I've already used it, tested it out, so I've done that for you. I've bought a lot of stuff on Amazon over the years, and I've sent a lot of it back. Some of it's been junk, and I've sent it back, some not worth the money. But everything on this, at that page, is things that I bought, that I like, that I use, and I highly recommend. If you liked the video, thumbs up. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video, hopefully.